Hi everybody, this is Jackie with Jackie's Journey and Young Living Essential Oils. I was just going to talk about something today about fear. Fear of anything. Why are we afraid? Why are we so afraid? Now, there's different types of fear, of course, right? There's fear can be a good thing because it can protect you from something that's going to attack you or whatever, that type of fear. But, I think we use fear a lot as an excuse to get away from a lot of things. At least I know I do. So I want to kind of try to change my mind about fear. Fear is just like that extra, sometimes it's just extra concern, really. It's concern. You get anxious because you've not done something before. Are you really afraid? Because a fear response should be something that should be protecting you. And why would you be afraid to show your vulnerability or to try to help somebody? Why? Why should that be frightening? Because we're exposing ourselves, right? Because we're out there, showing people exactly who we are as a person instead of this, maybe somebody else, this other persona we're trying to portray. Not all of us can do that every day. I mean, I can't. Look at me. I mean, I woke up, this is how I am today. So that's okay. That's all right. Some days I just don't want to put the makeup on and do the hair. I just want to, just want to be myself. Just kind of get comfortable with being myself and who I am and trying to share with people that we all have these feelings. And, maybe we should just we have that, like I said, that fear of something that can protect us, and that's good. That's built in, that, flight or fight response, and that's a good thing. But I think we should try to just, rely on other things. And the number one thing I rely on for fear and not having fear and trying to turn my fear into more of a growing thing, right? Is my Lord, because he's with me all the time. And, he tells us all the time not to fear because he's there, right? So I just thought I'd share that with you, that, we're all in the same boat together. We all have our days and we all have our on and off days, and it's okay. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Use the fear in the right way. Use the fear to protect yourself bodily. Sometimes we use the fear to protect ourselves mentally. And those are times that, we need to do that. But to use fear as an excuse for everything is kind of like really disabling us. And we're not growing. And, if you're afraid of making a mistake, well, mistakes help you learn and grow, right? Because if we didn't make mistakes, how would we learn anything? How would we do anything? How would we try anything? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go out there and try to show people that this is who you are and you're like them. We're all on this journey together, and with our Lord's help, we'll all make it, right? We'll all make it. So try to think about that today. Try to think about, why do I say fear all the time? I go to that fear, which it could be like just a concern of the fact that I don't have those skills, or I need to learn a skill, or I just need to look at something differently and deal with it in a different perspective. Why do I always go to fear? Because, fear can take over. We don't need that. We don't need to fear. We don't need to fear anything, really. We can just learn to, maybe learn something about ourselves, right? So let's look at learning things. Let's look at going out there and maybe obtaining a skill to do something, or just say, what is that? If I'm fearful, that what is the worst thing that could happen, right? So let's try to look at it as, maybe something that we could better ourselves with. If not, just how we act to others, how we treat others, but how do we treat ourselves? We limit ourselves and our ability, right? We put a stop on something that we might be excited about, because I know I do, and I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect. there's only one person that's perfect. This guy who lives upstairs. So, but I know with him, with my Lord, he'll help me through. And as I get older, it feels better because I'm growing in my spiritual journey also. So why don't you try to think about that today? Why should I be afraid at everything? Why? Why don't I think about it as something different, about something that could maybe teach me something about myself? And the more you know about yourself, the more confident you are, right? That's what I'm learning. And we're always learning. So why don't you go out there today and take a moment and, really ponder upon that and grow a little bit. You have a blessed day. Bye.